Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. We've got a Star Citizen now for 3.23 patch watch post to look over. Basically, this goes over some of the smaller changes to that patch that's coming out that you might not be aware of or that don't appear on the public roadmap. And we've got a summary of the latest inside Star Citizen, which looked at the Overdrive initiative missions, which are currently available in the live build of the game that are leading up to the Xeno Threat dynamic event again, or I should say the improved Xeno Threat as part of 3.23. Let's take a look at the patch watch first. Scopes! Coming with Alpha 3.23 is a deluge of updates to the first-person experience, from how you interact with the world to a host of UI improvements. Weapons received quite a few changes as well, and they wanted to highlight upcoming improvements to scopes. The geometry on scopes has been fully overhauled to give the player a clear-sighted picture. Visual quality has also improved when aiming down sights, with new parallax effects and slight distortion to give the feel of an actual lens. The reticle is now projected on the sight to accommodate any barrel offset as well. Also, it's no longer sort of a black screen around the sight when you're aiming down sights and things like that and scoping. Additionally, when aiming down sights, the player animation has been replaced with a new procedural animation set, making the transition to aim down sights much smoother. Economy updates. As many of you may know, ensuring that the in-game economy remains congruent and balanced is crucial to sustaining a fair and enjoyable gaming environment for all players. It's a delicate undertaking that requires constant attention and adjustment, especially as they transform from alpha to a full release. To that end, they are implementing a series of rebalancing measures aimed to ensuring that the building blocks of the in-game economy work well together in a cohesive framework. These adjustments will focus on aligning the distribution of resources, rewards, and vehicle and item prices more closely with the dynamic needs and efforts of the community and are representative of what they should be in an MMO. So, with that in mind, there's been a vehicle prices balance pass. Ships are something to be proud of, so the prices need to reflect the status. The new prices are based on a few factors. Size. A bigger ship requires a greater volume of materials to be built and is therefore more expensive. Manufacturer. Some manufacturers use better quality materials. Origin. Better performing components. Mirai, and even alien technology, Asperia, all of which come at a premium. Focus. In the same way a tank is more expensive than a tractor, military vehicles or those developed for competition are more expensive than civilian or industrial vehicles. This is only the first pass at pricing, and we will continue to adjust it to ensure it aligns with evolving in-game dynamics and any mechanics that affects the way vehicles behave, like master modes. There's also an FPS weapon balance pass. Similar to the vehicles mentioned, this is the first time that FPS weapons have been balanced together so that pricing is cohesive within their category. The new prices have been determined based on, for example, performance. More effective weapons are more expensive. Rarity. Special weapons like the railgun can only be looted and are therefore valued higher. Player expectations. In players' view, a grenade launcher is more dangerous than an automatic rifle, so pricing has been adjusted to meet those expectations. There's a reward rebalance as well. The economy team has been working on a reward balance algorithm that factors in an activity's difficulty, duration, risks, and the player's current stage of profession progress, collectively termed effort. Effort will be balanced against the reward value, which can be expressed in terms of progress, in-game currency, items, etc. This algorithm is being tested on new events and missions, and they plan to apply it to any activity in the game to ensure that rewards are fun and fair and do not disrupt the economy. CIG went on to say, "We understand that changes can sometimes be met with apprehension or uncertainty, but please rest assured that these adjustments are being made with careful consideration based on algorithms and with your feedback in mind. Our goal is not only to enhance the cohesiveness of our in-game economy, but also to foster a more immersive and satisfying gameplay experience for all citizens in the verse." So yeah, that's some of the updates coming to 3.23. Some of that obviously not on the roadmap so much, but yeah, big economy rebalance, which is absolutely fantastic 2 here, and even more FPS improvements. Really interested to know what your worries and concerns or thoughts are about the sort of updated ship prices. I'm expecting ships across the board to obviously be a lot more expensive, or a good amount more expensive, and then some being tons more expensive. They have talked about this before, but it will be interesting to see where that falls when the 3.23 goes live, because there will be tweaks to that before then. And FPS weapons, I wouldn't expect them to be too expensive. They should be pretty affordable, but we'll have to wait and see. The economy is a very interesting one at the moment, because we sort of have a very fake economy at the moment in Star Citizen, and it's quite easy to get huge amounts of Alpha UEC. I think in the future, it's going to be a bit more balanced in how you get money and risk and reward and all that sort of jazz. Anyway, let's move on to the Inside Star Citizen Initiative Indicative. This talked about the Overdrive Initiative missions. These are a 5-part prelude to a newly improved Xenothreat event that arrives in 3.23, but obviously that 5-part prelude is available now. You are going to be able to play all of those 5 phases up until the release of Alpha 3.23 to live, and at time of recording, Alpha 3.23 is in first wave PTU, so it's a little while yet. It's going to be at the earliest end of April, that release for 3.23, so bear that in mind, but it's quite possible that it will sort of be mid-May. The Overdrive Initiative was basically Cloud Imperium going, let's test some quest chains, let's make some MMO-based grindable quest missions as a sort of test, working out how players will interact with them both short and long term, and how we can sort of evolve these events and then lead to an interesting dynamic event. And this will be sort of one of many sets of missions like this in the future, is the plan. But yeah, so we've got the 5 phases of the Overdrive event that Cloud Imperium talked about. Phase 1, data heist. This is the bunkers from the CDF. They're under attack by Xenothreat, and they want you to go in and get the data from the servers, work out what they're trying to do there. You'll have to find a hacking chip or an access card and bring it to a terminal, then protect those servers, both from Xenothreat and overheating, by putting codes into the hot servers, which you'll find displayed on a screen somewhere else in the bunker. So you need at least 2 people for this, but the more the merrier. The higher you get up the chain for this phase, and also all the other missions, you potentially might need some more people. Between 2 to 6 players is sort of the sweet spot. There are AI that have updated behaviors here, and they are always looking to improve these events and features. So you do a few of those missions, and then you've got phase 2, which is bounty recovery. You've got to hunt down Xenothreat high-value targets, which are in ships, and they have these decryption keys. So you'll basically take that target out, jump out of your ship, and then grab the key from their body, and then go drop it off. You do that a few times, then you've got phase 3, fleet battles. These are meant to be more collaborative events. They are global missions that anyone can come help and join in with, and you can get this phase even if you haven't completed any of the other phases or whatever. There can be quite a lot of Xenothreat ships at these sort of fleet battles, so you will want to bring friends to some degree, but as I said, they are sort of collaborative and global missions, so other people might just turn up or already be there when you come along and help. There's then phase 4, which is kind of a 2-parter, so it's comm arrays and security post Korea. So the comm array bit, comm arrays are being taken down by Xenothreat, and you need to go to those comm arrays, basically go into them and reactivate it. They're moderately well defended, and there's sort of laser trip mines and stuff around as well. You'll need some people to actually go in, but you will also need some people to defend with ships, because Xenothreat fleet are coming, or at least some defense will come to try and kick you out of that comm array and even hack it again, because they have Vanguard Sentinels which try and hack the comm array again, and you want to target those first. However, this was all a ruse, and phase 4 part A, so the second part of that phase, is an assault on security post Korea. So the comm array attacks, they were just a distraction. Xenothreat have actually attacked security post Korea. You're going to need to counter assault that facility and take it back from Xenothreat. So this is quite a lot of running around FPS and clearing stuff out. It's good to take at least a couple of people with you, in my opinion. Then you've got phase 5, which is a bit of a lull, a bit of a chill out. This is a supply request, so you're tasked with doing deliveries, preparing for Xenothreat that are going to be coming and attacking soon, is the idea. So you would be doing some logistics and supplies, bringing them to places like the Pyro Gateway. There are some Xenothreat forces, some resistance there, but not a huge amount when you're doing these missions. And then after that, Phase 6, or the next major part of that, moves on to the Xenothreat 1.2 dynamic event. So they've made updates to the Xenothreat event. Boxes and cargo have had size changes. They may be a bit more difficult to handle. Some require a dedicated tractor beam. And this is all coming in Alpha 3.23, the new Xenothreat event. And it might actually start with the patch launch almost immediately. That's not confirmed, but it's a possibility. There is a new commodity as part of the protect and resupply part as well that apparently might help you. And for the Fleet Battle Showdown, the big fight with the Idrises and Javelins and stuff, they have integrated some of the Capture the Idris tests that they did relatively recently. So it looks like there's going to be Idris boarding as part of that mission now. Now, is that essential to it? Potentially. And can you actually capture these Idrises and keep them now? That will be an interesting one. So lots of people are going to be wanting to do that. Lots of people might be trying to blow up the Idris while people are capturing it though. So we'll have to see how that works. They are building various other quest chains and missions as they move towards Alpha 4.0. But yeah, really excited to see the new Xenothreat dynamic event updates there, because it's not just a few little changes, it's also being brought up to the standard of 3.23, which has had a huge amount of changes and improvements. And also, hopefully we won't be seeing terrible desync and problems like that. Zin and I are planning to binge all of those Overdrive missions next week, because why would you want to do those Overdrive missions other than just generally playing Star Citizen? Well, you get in-game rep with the CDF, you also get Alpha UEC rewards, but also completing all of those Overdrive phases 1 to 5 will net you a 7-day free fly of the F7A Mark II Hornet and an upgrade for the F7C Mark II to the F7A Mark II, along with some Xenothreat armor as well. So some cool in-game rewards there, and potentially an upgrade for a ship if you wanted to purchase it. However, you will be able to get all this stuff in-game in the future anyway, so bear that in mind. You don't need to buy anything. You don't need to buy that F7C Mark II. Oh, and lastly, before I go, it's worth mentioning that CitizenCon tickets are on sale. Trying to grab a premium ticket, it's going to be pretty hard. They sell almost instantly, but just a normal CitizenCon ticket is all you need if you want to go to the event. I've already secured tickets for myself and Zinnia, and I hope to see you there. So if you're going to CitizenCon or planning to go, please tell me in the comments below as well. But I'm really interested to know, have you been enjoying the Overdrive Initiative missions? Did they give you a reason to play? Are you sort of holding off until 3.23 is released? Are you looking forward to the new Xenothreat updates there as well? What about some of those sort of rebalances for the economy and the scope and sort of aim down sight updates? So much stuff in that Alpha 3.23 patch. It is absolutely bursting at the seams. And do you think they're actually going to make a end of April release date for 3.23, or do you think it's more likely it's going to be in May now, as I do? But we'll have to wait and see, I suppose. Whatever your thoughts or questions, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Welcome to Jurassic Park. You want to see the wonders of the internet and protect yourself online? Come to Jurassic Park with the link nordvpn.com/BoredGamer, or click the ones below. They do move in herds. Nord was so preoccupied whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should. Not only do you get big savings with that link, but also top tier encryption and servers with no limits or borders. I want to be from sunny old England. I don't know why I'm doing an English accent, I am English. Or on the Isle of Newburgh, where the Jurassic Park set, then you can. You can be a clever girl. But remember, you didn't say the magic word. I can't remember any other Jurassic Park quotes. Get NordVPN today. Every month we have a ship giveaway. For April, we're giving away a Hornet F7C Mark II, that latest medium fighter. It also comes with a lifetime insurance and a game package, so you can play Star Citizen, bam, just with that. It's all you need to play. And if you get involved with the Overdrive Initiative missions, you may be able to upgrade that to an F7A Mark II. Just comment on any of my videos made during the month to be in for a chance of winning that. Every video is effectively another chance to win. Thank you so much for watching until the end of the video, and thank you so much to the people that support the channel and go that extra mile with the join button under my videos, giving a little bit each month. They get some exclusive content and badges and help shape the channel a little bit, but also help allow us to make a video pretty much every day. There's also Patreon for people that are interested in that. Any of the affiliate links below my videos help support the channel, but so does commenting and liking and subscribing and sharing these videos too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the verse.